18 years managing in the minor leagues, and then being a bench coach last year helped a lot. It's going to help a lot because I was actually managing in a way, thinking ahead and helping Kevin catch, during the game. So, yeah, those was in 18 years and my 4 years in the big leagues.
What about the fact that now there are 3 managers of Puerto Rican blood, a total of 4 Hispanic managers in the majors? So you being part of that and getting this chance, what does that mean to you?
It was awesome last year when it happened because what happened in Puerto Rico with the storm and stuff, and then that Sunday that Alex Cora, Puerto Rican manager, wins the World Series, and the next day and named the Toronto Blue Jays manager. That was an awesome time for the Puerto Rican people, So it's a great time for that. Yeah, perfect timing.
Are you a little nervous in this process?
No, I was gonna be more nervous if I was gonna be back there, but that's less people here.
How exciting is it going to be working? You've worked developing players your entire career. That's kind of what you really did 18 years, all your years with the Bulls. The fact that you get to work, hopefully, with very young players like Vlad Guerrero Jr. and Gurriel Jr., what does that mean to you, especially as a bilingual manager?
It's something I've done all my career, working with young guys and playing the Blue Jays 19 times. I was watching them from the other side, and I was thinking that's going to be an exciting team to manage, whoever gets it. At the end, of course, when we knew Gibby wasn't coming back, and yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm excited about my coaching staff. A lot of experience, and that's going to help a lot. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Charlie, what's been the biggest change since you were named manager? Like, how many people have reached out to you? How has your life changed?
I had a lot of friends before, but I got even more now. So yeah, a lot of phone calls, a lot of texts, but it's been awesome. It's been awesome, And I think the biggest thing was when I got the call when I talked to my parents. They're getting older, so I FaceTime my dad, which is 80-something years old, and when I told him, that was beautiful for me to tell him. And okay, you guys need to sit down because I got to tell you something, and that was a great moment. Yeah.
What are your parents' names and what did you tell them? You told them in Spanish, but
yeah, Nidia and Felix Montoyo, and my dad is one of those guys that every time I interview or something, okay, are they gonna ever give you a chance and all this and that, all the times, and if it happens, it happens. That so for that to happen just now and that he's still here, it was a great time. It was awesome. Yeah.
Charlie, what type of team do you want your team to be? What style of baseball is Charlie Montoyo with baseball?
I just want them to play the game the right way, and if I have guys that hit 3-run homers, I let them play. If I have guys that we get speed, I just got to make an adjustment to whatever team we get. So, yeah, from experience, I know that if you got a team that hit 3-run homers, I'm not going to be running and hit them running. So it seems like the team we got, we could do both. So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Charlie, what have you done since you got named Blue Jays manager up until today? What does one do?
Yeah, first thing I did was call every player. Yeah, I mean, to me, from experience, communication is the biggest thing from a manager, and that's the first thing I did. Call every player, talk to them, and just call me if you need anything, and every call was awesome. The response was really cool.
Was there one player that stood out in his response to the reaction of hearing from you?
The first guy, one of the first guys I called was Kevin Pillar, and he was in the plane on his way to Japan. And he was really excited, and that was fun for me to hear how excited he was. And he said he can't wait to throw champagne over your head and stuff when we get, to the championship round. So that was pretty cool. That was one of the best ones I had. And he said, "I'll call you back when I come back from Japan." Of course. All right, you got to go.
Charlie, you mentioned your coaching staff. John Schneider coached the Double-A New Hampshire Fisher Cats. He's been interactive with Biggio Bichette, Blackburn Jr. How much do you think he's going to help when those guys rise to the major league level, and what interactions have you had with him so far?
What's the beautiful thing about that one call? Because I know what it's like. So when I told John that, would you mind coaching for me in the big leagues? How excited he got. He just got a baby, and then I just told him that. So I know the feeling. So, and I know there's going to be more movement in the minor leagues when you do that, and coaches move up and stuff. So that was one of my favorite calls. Yeah. And he's very good also. Yeah. And all the players like him because they all play for him. The guys we get in the big league, so that's very good. Yeah.
Charlie, how would you describe your couple days here so far in terms of what you've been able to accomplish and get up to speed?
It's been great, you know, and seeing old guys like, you know, like the Bruce Manos, Cam Boniface, you know, and Mitch Lukovics, all those guys, you know, how happy they are for me, and that's been the best thing so far in these winter meetings.
You have a relationship with Vladdy Sr., and obviously you're soon going to have a pretty strong one with Vladdy Jr. Have you talked to Vladdy Sr. at all about his son, and how would you characterize those conversations so far?
I actually saw Vladdy like 3 years ago when Vlad came to Toronto to hit BP before the game and stuff. So I talked to him for a little bit, and you know, if Vlad Jr. is half of what his dad was, that's going to be fun for us to watch. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to see that kid play every day. Yeah.
Have you talked to him much since you got the job?
I went to the fall league. I do live in Tucson, so I drove to Phoenix and I talked to him for a little bit. Yeah, and he seemed just like his dad, real humble and a good player.
What do you like about your coaching staff that you put together, and how do you sort of envision everyone working together? Because Ross said before that he kind of wants this staff to not work in silos and everybody to sort of work together. So how will you lead the coaching staff? What do you like about them?
You know what I like so far, where they're coming from? They've been coming from winning places. All right, Dave Hodgins just won the World Series. He knows how to win. Mark Butzinski from Cleveland. Shelly Duncan winning the minor leagues. Schneider winning the minor leagues. So that's what I like about it. They know how to win. They know how to teach winning. So that's what's most exciting to me with those guys. Yeah, and they know how to teach. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
How have you guys already started working together in this offseason?
They just flew in here for a couple of days so we can talk about spring training and stuff. Pete Walker through the red eye, came on the red eye just to be here for a day so we can talk about it. So I appreciate that, and that's the kind of team that we have, the coaching staff that we have.
Charlie, what are some of the steps that you'd like to see Vladimir Guerrero Jr. take as he transitions from being in the minor leagues to being a major league player?
You know, we're lucky to have in the minor leagues great coaches and managers, and I'm lucky to have our AAA managers outstanding. So I'm going to be talking to him a lot. So if Brad doesn't make the club and he's in AAA, I'm going to be talking to Mitch all the time because I know what it's like. So whenever he tells me, man, this guy's ready to go, that's when he's ready to go because he's going to see him every day, and he knows he's going to have a good feel. So when that kid's ready to be in the big leagues.
Charlie, from your experience, do you have to manage a guy like Vladdy Jr. differently than other young players because there's so much pressure and so much expectation on him?
No, I mean, all I ask is for them to play the right way. You know, I'm going to be talking to everybody just the same. And, yeah, he's going to have that pressure because he's just a kid, but I'll be there for him whenever he needs me. That's for sure. Yeah.
Has Alex Porter reached out to you and given you any advice? He was kind of busy, but has he been able to...
You know, he was busy, but he did call. During the World Series, he called that he was proud of me, and I'm always going to appreciate that he did that. Yeah.
Charlie, as you've gotten to know your roster a little bit and have talked to the different pieces, are you starting to get a vision of how the different parts are going to fit, what your lineup might look like? Can you share some of the thoughts you have on what a batting order could look like?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not there yet, but what these teams remind me a little bit of, it was Boston. 5 years ago when Mookie Betts and all those guys were young and they finished last, and all of a sudden look at who they are now. So that's my hope, that will become the Boston, that team that has now. That's Mookie Betts and all those guys, that Black Guerrero and all those kids become players like that. So that's my hope, and I think that's what's going to happen.
You just talked a little bit about Vladimir Guerrero's transition and things like that. When a guy comes up with his pedigree, do you see a need to protect him in the batting lineup to not put too much pressure on him, or do you kind of put a guy like that in the middle because let him kind of go where you expect him to end up?
That's going to be a talk with all the coaches and stuff, and we're going to decide where we're going to hit them. Yeah. So I'm just not going to decide that on my own. It's going to be a team deal. Yeah, where we're going to hit them.
From a developmental standpoint, what are some of your thoughts on the best way to integrate a hitter like that early on?
If he is what he thinks he is, he'll be hitting in the top of the lineup, But again, it's going to be a talk we're going to have with Ross Atkins and the minor league people and the coaching staff. So where we're going to hit him in the lineup. Yeah.
Charlie, you served the role as a bench coach last year, and your selection of Dave Hudgens. What do you like about Hudgens as your bench coach
thinking that you had just served as a bench coach for Kevin?
You know, he flew down to Tucson to interview with me, and I already knew a little bit about him. I never knew him before, but talking to Kevin Cash and Mike Quattrero, all those guys, they knew him from Cleveland, and so they say this guy's just awesome. And it took me, 10 minutes talking to him. I said, this guy's going to be great. Yeah, he knows the game. He's managed winter ball. He's done it all. He's been a great hitting coach. So, yeah, I'm really, really happy that he took this job, you know, the bench coach's job, because he had a good one there in Houston. You know, he had a good run, and he decided to come with me, and I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, we just gained a great baseball man. Yeah.
Charlie, what kind of work needs to be done between now and you arriving in Dunedin?
Talking about spring training, how we're going to deal with it. You know, the spring training is construction now, so we got like only 3 fields and stuff, so we got to deal with that. And you know, one of my ideas right now is start spring training a little bit later, like later in the day, like 10 o'clock, so give the guys more sleep time and stuff. So there's a lot I talk about that. Yeah, so, yeah.
Charlie, Kevin Cash spoke very highly of you yesterday. What did you learn from him as a right-hand man, and what can you take from what Tampa has been able to accomplish over the last couple of years into your time here in Toronto?
You know, to Kevin's credit, it's not that easy to never manage and go manage in the big leagues. And you know what he did? He used everybody's opinions. You know, he doesn't have an ego. He was just awesome to work with, you know, and he likes to have fun. Whatever happens, he likes to have fun. And that's what I told our coaches already. Whatever happens, just have fun. You know, players are watching you. If you're uptight and stuff, they're going to get uptight. So just have fun, and whatever happens, it's just, you know, we're lucky to be here, so here we go. Let's go. So that's what he did. He was, you know, like he'll be tense a little bit and be my job to drop a joke or something, you know, like I tell you one, like Aaron Boone takes Betances out and brings Chapman in. Well, yeah. So I tell Kevin, well, that's a tough move, you know, stuff like that, and makes him laugh because I could see him, you know, and that's why he never got thrown out, because every time he started yelling, he said, okay, stay in the game, you know. I want to manage, but not right now. Here we go, you know. So stuff like that. Yeah.
Are you coming into the season prepared that it could be a tough season, conditioning season for some of the young kids, and there could be more losses?
You know, I'm not thinking like that. We're just gonna play to win from the beginning, from the first game in spring training until the end, until October or November, whenever the season ends. So yeah, we're gonna play to win. That's my mindset right now. Yeah, I'm not thinking of wins or losses. Just play to win, one game at a time.
In the minor leagues, you know, I read and I heard from people that one of your strategies was to play players very regularly, so nobody misses too many games in a row. Is that an approach that you're going to bring to the major league level?
I'm hoping so. Yeah, because I mean, it's tough for a kid to not ever play and all of a sudden try to be a team guy. So, yeah, I want everybody from the 25th guy to the number 1 guy to everybody to play, have a chance. And, you know, so that's my goal, yes. Yeah.
Charlie, how much do you believe it is an advantage to be bilingual, especially when you have a player like Shai was saying before with the pedigree of Vlad Guerrero Jr. that comes with this big name already? The fact that you can actually speak to him, you know, he doesn't speak English well yet. He's working on it. The fact that you can speak to him, how much do you think that would be beneficial for him as a player as he transitions, if he does, to the
I think it helps a lot, not so much for me, but for him, coming from him to talk Spanish and tell me his feelings, because I know what it's like, because when I first came to the States, I spoke no English, so I know that feeling. So for him just to come and talk in Spanish with me and tell me how he feels, I think that's going to be great for those kids, yeah.
Do you think that was a factor in consideration with the administration of the Blue Jays? And then obviously you have a great pedigree as a manager in the minors and all your work with the Rays, but also being bilingual, do you believe that was also a factor in your hiring?
You got to ask Ross that one.
I'll go ask Ross.
Yeah. Hey, Mark.
How much do you think you'll bring from the Rays? When you have your own style that you manage in the minor leagues, and then being around the Rays and kind of their, little engine that could mentality, your opener, shifting, shooting. How much of that do you think you'll bring, and how much you'll kind of just do that other way?
Yeah, I mean, of course, being with the Rays, you know, we used to shifting a lot. We shift a lot and all that stuff, and I was in charge of the shifting with the Rays, as you know, and so I consider myself a blend of old school and analytics, and I've seen it work with the Rays. So, but I'm also going to use my gut feeling. So I'm going to bring both. And the opener, I saw it work. I saw the shifting work. So we're going to be using all the stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Charlie, with all the uncertainty in kind of who lines up in the rotation right now, you have some spots to fill. How much of a discussion point for you guys right now is possibly going with the opener as a strategy and using that as a factor as you're doing your off-season shopping?
Yeah, I mean, like I just said, I saw it work. But, yeah, we haven't gotten that far yet. We're just talking about spring training and how we're going to deal with spring training. But, yeah, I've seen that deal works. And if we got the right pitching to do it, we're going to do it. If we don't have it, because you got to have the right personnel to do it. So, and the Rays did it. They have the right people to do it. So,
is it something that you would push for, or would you rather?
If we had the right pitching to do it, it's going to work. If you don't have the right pitching, because at the end of the day, you got to have good pitching. I mean, you can use the opener all you want, but if, we had guys like Castillo and guys throwing 98 to open the game, that works pretty good,
What is your assessment right now of your pitching?
We're working on it right now. We got a lot of young guys, so we're going to give them a chance to compete. Yeah. So, and again, it's a tough division. We all know that. So we're going to give them a chance and see what they can do. Yeah, if you can throw 98. Yeah. And again, the first time the Rays did it was against the Angels, and when you think about it, it was Upton, Trout, the right-handers, Kinsler, and then we used Romo. But Romo's been a closer, and it worked out great. And then Ryan Yarborough was a lefty. Now he had to face those guys just twice in the lineup instead of 3 times. Which, as we know, that the average goes up the third time, like 0.7 something, 70 points up. So, yeah, that's how that came up. Worked out great, yeah. And again, the second guy has to be very good, too, to take you to the 5th or 6th inning. Yeah.
Helping and teaching and developing young players, how hands-on is your approach? Is it more like, do you actually go out there and do drills and help coach them, or is it just talking?
For me, it's more talking and the mental side of it, because I have the right coaching staff to work with them. But I'll be the one, getting in my office, doing BP, talking to them about anything, knowing their feelings, how they feel and stuff. So that'll be my job, just talking to them and stuff. When it comes to fielding and outfield play and all that stuff, that's my coaching staff will be doing that, yeah.
Charlie, you've worked on shifting a while with the Rays. How do you feel about MLB possibly eliminating the shift?
I don't think they should. I think they're big league players. They should make an adjustment. That's my opinion. Yeah. And I think they will. Sooner or later, they're gonna make an adjustment because they're the best hitters in the world. So I think they will. Yeah.
Charlie, what excites you about Vlad Jr.? You know him, but we all know how talented he is. But what excites you about him?
From what I hear, the moment he gets there, he could be one of the best players in baseball. So that's exciting, And again, being in the AAA level for 8 years, I know sometimes that doesn't translate to the big leagues, but what they say about Vlad Guerrero, he's going to translate, and he's going to be one of the best players whenever he starts playing. So that's exciting for me to hear. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see it every day. Yeah.
What do you anticipate being the biggest difference between managing AAA players who are trying to get ready for the majors to managing major league players who are already there?
The AAA level is not that easy. It's a lot of communication, and the big league level is the same way. You just got to be talking to guys all the time. At the AAA level, when you call somebody up, I already know I have to talk to somebody else who's not happy because he's not going to the big leagues. And the big leagues is more or less the same way. You just got to communicate, and everybody's on the same page. So that's what I'm going to be doing, talking to these guys all the time. Yeah, you know what's funny? When I first got the job to coach third base, somebody asked me, "Are you ready, to coach third base in the big leagues?" And I say, "Well, yeah, I've been practicing for 18 years, so it's kind of the same feeling, So yeah, that's how I feel." No, no.
Charlie, you spent a lot of time in Canada. What do you remember about your first experience there as a player?
You know what's funny? I've been in the big leagues with 3 teams, and 2 of them are Canadian teams. So I got my cup of coffee with the Expos. I play in Ottawa, and now I'm going to manage the Blue Jays. So, yeah, I love Canada. That's one of my favorite places to go during the year because, as you know, the Rays go there 3 times a year. So, yeah, I love that place, and look at that. I'm the manager there now, yeah.
Remember anything about your time with the Ottawa Leafs?
Oh, it was freezing in April, I know that. And I hate like 200, yeah. Because I don't like cold, but we're indoors in Toronto, so I'll be okay. And I don't have to hit.
Is that why you hit 200?
No. Yeah.
If you go around and start spring training this season and you see Rocco and Kevin and Joe Madden and David Martinez, do you get a sense of this kind of Rays coaching tree or managing tree kind of growing throughout the game now?
Yeah. And it's funny. I was talking to them. I'm hoping I win 95, Kevin 94, and Rocco 90. So, that's my hope for the year. They can, do the wild card. But, yeah, I'll wait for them, whoever wins. Yeah, we were making fun of Kevin. He's the godfather now. He's got that 3 going, so. And, now that you say that I mentioned Kevin, he was great. Right before I talked to the Toronto people, he called me like 5 minutes before. I said, dude, just be yourself. You're going to get this job. And he was so nice. I said, dude, you don't want me anymore? What's going on? But, yeah, he was awesome. He helped me out a lot, yeah.
Charlie, with a younger clubhouse made younger today with the departure of Troy Tulowitzki, what role do you envision for veteran players like Justin Smoke, Henry Morales, and what kind of burden falls on the coaching staff to make sure your younger players are doing the right things and going the right way?
You know what I like about those guys you just mentioned? They're good people. Not only they're good players, but they're good people and they're good teammates. So I didn't know that watching from the other side, but when I came to this side and talked to Luis Rivera and these other coaches, and they said these guys are awesome. They're good team leaders. So that excites me because they're going to help me a lot. Yeah, even more with the younger group that we're going to have. Yeah.
Charlie, the number of Latino managers in Major League Baseball has gone with ebbs and flows. At one point, when Freddie Gonzalez was fired, there were none, and still the numbers of Latino players are still very, very high in the quarter of baseball. And now it's gone back up. Why do you think that happens? Like right now, we have 4 Latino managers with you, Dave Martinez, Alex Cora, and Rick Renteria. But it wasn't like that at one point. Why do you think this happens? Like all of a sudden, there's a lot of opportunities for Latino managers.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens. I mean, I don't know, because Alex won, maybe I got a chance. I don't know why that happened, but I'm glad he did. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to try to do my best because I'll be thinking of a lot of people, while doing this job. So, yeah, I don't know why it happens, but I'm glad he did. Yeah.